Warning to viewers. As discussed in this video, the image of the portrait of a crying boy is dangerous in the magical sense. Because of this, we have decided not to include its image in this episode or any variation of it. Mysterium Philippines and the Mysterium After Dark team cannot be held responsible for any sort of bad juju that happens to you if you decide to search for it online or through any other means. You have been warned. Stay safe, seekers!
Welcome back, everyone, and we are going to be discussing now some Rob's picks courtesy of BuzzPhase.com. I'm going to talk to you about the top 3 worldwide most cursed objects in history. Now, when you talk about a cursed object, what comes to mind? It's an object that brings bad luck, misfortune, bad things happen to. We've had a lot of movies about it, like the movie The Possession was about a Dybbuk box, sometimes cursed rings. I mean, Harry Potter called them Horcruxes. But in actual occult study or in supernatural studies, there have been some objects that have come up more than once, said to be very dangerous to those who hold them, touch them, and experience them. And although BuzzPhase gave us a nice list of 11, I'm just going to give you the top 3 because the top 3 is basically what we have time for today. The first of these 3 objects would be the Hope Diamond. As you can see, this beauty right here, who wouldn't want it? Okay, it's basically a 45.52 carat diamond that looks pretty much beautiful, but don't let the name fool you. I mean, hope itself is not what it brings. It said people who have owned this diamond have known to suffer from torture, divorce, suicide, financial ruin, and disgrace. Well, financial ruin, if you spent that much for a 45.52 carat diamond, I'd be pretty ruined myself. But though extremely beautiful, no man has dared to possess this ever. It's actually true because those who ever have it just has this horrible shitstorm follow their lives. So the Hope Diamond, by far, number 1 most agreed upon cursed object worldwide. Second, according to BuzzPhase.com, Bubsy Stoop Chair, okay, named after Thomas Bubsy, an English drunkard. He was basically executed for killing his father-in-law, and the chair is said to be cursed because anyone who ever sat in this chair said to die of fright or paranoia or fear-induced strokes, heart attacks. So ever since then, they took this chair and they hung it in the Turks Museum where no one will ever dare sit on it. This is actually not the first cursed chair I've ever come across in the province. I was told about a lady who had altar set up, and there was a chair there called the Chair of God. And if you sat in that chair, you'd die because it's only meant for God. But that's for a future episode. Third, and this is probably one of the most popular one that people can also agree upon, are the Crying Boy paintings. Guys, if you see this painting for sale in an auction as a reprint on a t-shirt, please do not buy it because basically the Crying Boy painting invites inferno into your house. All right? It's said that the painting causes fires wherever it is. This isn't limited to actual picture. Even homes with reproductions result in the fire. So please don't put this on t-shirts. Don't make it your wallpaper. It all began when a house burned down that the painting remained untouched. A firefighter later noticed that there were other similar occurrences with similar prints. Now remember, first 1 or 2 times, coincidence. But if it's 5, 6, 7 times, I'd be a bit more careful. So there you have it, Rob's top 3 cursed objects, courtesy of BuzzPhase.com. If you want to join more about the discussion about cursed objects, we're going to be opening a thread on our Facebook.com/Mysterium After Dark page. But aside from that, there you have it. If you see these things, keep away from them. Safety first, constant vigilance.